Johnny, here we are.
Here we are, Bobby. How you feeling?
Game 5, which is the equivalent of a Game 7 in the NHL.
It's do or die today, buddy. It's David versus Goliath. Could be the series for the ages, as NT is one win away of doing the impossible.
The impossible is possible. What is that expression, Johnny, that you said on the buzz a couple weeks ago?
Nothing is impossible. Well, everything seems impossible, Bobby, until it's done.
That's
so
right.
I think at this point right now, the boys know what the opportunity in front of them is facing them, and they know they can play with these guys. They know the pressure's on Scarborough. You know, Scarborough never thought that they would be in this position after being up 2-0.
Pressure's huge on Scarborough, right?
In fact, there were players that were already booking flights for March break, and here we are. Trips canceled, some belief, and let's see what we got.
Cancel your March break plans. There will be more hockey, I guarantee it. That's the vibe that I feel here today.
One thing, like I was in the parking lot and a couple Scarborough parents came up and just said, you know, good luck, good game.
Yeah, they're good.
There's a lot of respect between these two teams and parent group as well. They're a class act, you know, being number one. Don't have that arrogance, right? They're all business, and their parents are class acts as well. But you know, when it comes down to it and the puck drops, it's going to be a battle. We know that for sure.
I know the organization well. I know the coaches. I know some parents on the team, and you're right, Johnny. Class act. It's been a good, clean series, and both teams have come to play the game. None of the extracurricular activity stuff. So let's see. I'm pumped up. The clock strikes 0. The buzzer goes off. And NT has done their little huddle pregame. Now it's just about playing.
We were talking before the broadcast who's going to go in net for Scarborough. Looks like it's going to be Suvalis. He's going to get the nod in this final game, this closeout game. He's been excellent this series.
He has been excellent. I haven't seen his Baba here yet, but I'm sure she's here. She comes to every game. She's here. Okay, here we go. North Toronto starts off with Bristol, Sable, Milne, Raposo, and Herman. And in goal, you have Miles Cooper. Here we go, Game 5. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here live from Thornhill Arena. NT takes on the Scarborough Ice Raiders in a classic, epic playoff series so far, where NT took it to them hard. 6-1 in the last game was actually unbelievable. At the first puck goes over the boards, Johnny.
Good first start, buddy. Winning the draw, getting it deep by Raposo and going to work. Scarborough's kind of pinned and they shot it out, so face off to the left of Suvalis, and it is loud in here.
It is a loud barn. The barn in NT on Friday night was exceptionally loud. It was unbelievable. The best crowd I've seen all year long, right? Puck controlled by NT, but just squirts out of the zone here. Now Herman has to regroup. And the pressure that NT put on the Scarborough Ice Raiders is unbelievable last game. So let's see what comes out of this one today. Definitely awoken the giant, as we were saying here. Once we get another break here, we'll talk to Johnny and to get the keys to success here today. And we'll find out indeed if Billy Sr. has spoken to Greek Jesus prior to the game here today. And we'll get a sense of what's happening. Carter Milne trying to get this puck out, kind of fans on it a little bit, so sort of pinned in our zone. Looks like, oh boy, a little bit too hot going into the boards. And right away we're going to get a penalty.
Going to call interference there as Raposo a little too aggressive there in the corner.
Wow, that's just a little too hot, a little too aggressive on
fans are chancing for 4 minutes. Unfortunately, if it's a head contact, you can't call 4, or a spear would be 4. It's either a double or a major. And after a good start for MT, we got to kill 2 now early on, Bobby.
Yeah, you have this Ice Raiders power play, which is absolutely deadly. And, you know, you don't want to start off that way. I felt like the kids came out a little bit nervous on the first shift here. And now we're going to have to, you know, critical part of the game right here to start. Try to kill this. Nice work by NT, and they bounce it off the glass. You got your penalty killers out there, Markovic and Fraser. Both of them have been doing great jobs killing penalties, putting a lot of pressure and forecheck. Wow, that's a dangerous pass. The skating through the paint of Sumbalis.
Good job by Panasopoulos stepping up there.
And nice save, Miles Cooper, and he hangs on. Has a dangerous shot from the slot. 16. 16 is back. What's his name? He's been injured. And the kid can really snipe. We should let Mike know that. He's been injured, now he's back, so it'll make a big difference in the Ice Raiders lineup.
You're playing your final game. You want to beat the best. Make sure they have all their best and go at it.
Perhaps he was a little bit injured. Johnny, what's the keys to winning this game here today?
Well, right now the face-off draw is very key. We kind of lost that battle there pretty quickly, but definitely the team that makes the least amount of mistakes and just direct pucks to the net, you got to just throw anything to the net. Anything can happen in these types of games. Both nerves, you're gonna get a cheap one in there. Yeah. You just got to throw pucks to the net.
Great work by Alabon on that draw. As the draw was come back and he tied up his winger, did not allow the Ice Raiders to get possession. So just the simple little details there will make a huge difference. Just under a minute left to go here in the Ice Raiders power play. As Raposo sitting in the box for interference. Can NT get this puck out here? Molliver trying to chip it out. Sable's trying to get it out, kind of overskated that puck a little bit. Raiders setting things up here on this power play. Back to the point. A cross over to Pittman. Pittman trying to find a lane. Nice work to get in that lane. Good work by both Sable. And here's a chance for the Ice Raiders shot, and Miles Cooper has to hang on to that one. He seems dialed in early on.
The battle in front is what I'm watching between Alabon and number 50 from the Ice Raiders. Or sorry, check that. I think it was 91. They were just battling for that blue paint there, Bobby, and Alabon was just giving it to the Scarborough Ice Raider player right in front of the referee. No call.
18 seconds left in the power play. It's going to be critical here that NT wins this draw. Oh, we got Herman. Why you got a defenseman taking a draw here? Hang on to it. Yeah,
that's smart by Miles because you want to make sure your center takes that. You lost that draw, gives you a chance to reset.
I think
Markovich likes to cheat a little bit on the draws, and he got caught there by not squaring up.
And nice save, Miles Cooper again right off the draw.
NT doesn't like the extra shot that they took on Miles when the puck was covered.
It seems to be feisty right off the top here. Another critical draw, 10 seconds left to go. Raposo seems to be jumping. I suspect Charlie jumped right into the play here. We don't want him going to the bench and wasting more time, but let's see what the coach has given us instructions. Puck control by the Raiders. Just trying to put everything to the net here. Miles Cooper, another smother. And again, a lot of activity in front of the net. Wow, hot off the press. West Hill just eliminates Ted Reeve.
Wow.
Wow, what a comeback. Epic comeback by West Hill. They were down. So for those just joining us, they were down by 2 games and came back and won 3 straight. So what's happening here? A late change by North Toronto.
One more player on the ice.
So it looks like, hold on. NT, a lot of confusion here, yeah. We got to be a little smarter on this one. Here we go, penalties now.
Can he spring Raposo?
Oh, he's trying to spring Raposo there as he was coming out of the box. Charlie keeps it in at the point. Dumped down into the neutral zone by the Ice Raiders. Here comes North Toronto trying to put a puck gingerly to the net. Tuvalis has to kick that out. Wasn't hard, but he seemed to be managing that a little bit.
A little bit of a knuckle puck there.
Nice intercept in the neutral zone by Panasopoulos. Back come the Ice Raiders. Here comes Lindsay. Trying to get around Billy. He does. Nice save, Miles Cooper had to come across. NT in a bit of scramble mode.
What a save by Cooper with no stick there. And he is dialed in. As Panasopoulos had his man checked, but they had an extra gear, and Ice Raiders are up 8-1 on shots as they had that power play, and they got a lot of traffic and shots to Miles Cooper, but he's been equal to the task.
That was their best chance, that's for sure. NT really has yet to get a chance as they got a bunch of chances and opportunities on the power play. NT's a little bit weak on puck so far to come out here. A couple of fan shots, backhanders, etc. I know the Ice Raiders coach was talking to I was talking to him before the game here, and a lot of it was like just misplays, giving away pucks, something you definitely they're not going to see here today. Here comes 16 here, fresh off his injury, and adding some depth to the Ice Raiders bench. And down the ice it goes for icing.
That's okay. That power play took a little bite into our momentum, as we've been kind of hemmed here early on there, Bobby.
Yeah, we haven't really seen any action on the other side.
Well, when you take a penalty early on, what happens is that you can't get your three lines out there as a five-man unit trying to get their legs in and underneath themselves in this critical game. Scarborough takes a face-off encroachment for the first time.
Yeah, as Heffron was trying to jump into the action a little quicker. Back to the point, trying to find a lane to the net. Shot, that got tipped.
Ooh, that was tipped.
Yeah.
By our player, I believe, and Miles had to be equal to the task there. That was an amazing save.
Ice Raiders cycling down low. NT with a chance to clear this puck. Sable. He was trying to find Milne. That puck got turned over in the neutral zone. Here comes Bristol now. He banks it off. Oh boy, turnover right there. Here come the Ice Raiders, 3v2, 4-on-2, shot. And Miles Cooper hangs on.
Oh, there was a must opportunity there by Scarborough as they had numbers. It was a 4-on-2 at one point. And number 50 on Scarborough decided to elect to take a shot on Miles, and he just, with the glove, stops it. We got another face-off draw. We need to get some momentum here in the offensive zone here, Bobby. And that's the second time Markovic has gotten kicked off. The ref is somehow not delaying that puck drop, and it's kind of psyching him out.
We'll just have to have I think Mike's going to have to make the players aware of this, and that's
out.
When it does get kicked out, who's going to be the next guy to take the draw?
It should be offside.
Trying to find a stretch pass here that goes off a stick. It's going to go icing. But we had a bit of a slow start last game too, Johnny. We didn't really come out.
Well, last game I thought we had some tremendous chances early on, but again, like I said, the penalty that we took really is sort of giving a little bit of extra momentum to Scarborough. We got to find an answer now by getting pucks deep. Number one.
Nice face-off win by Markovic here with Raposo. Raposo trying to find Marconi. That goes back down the ice, and Suvalis has to smartly play to the corner there. Herman on the deep pinch.
Good pinch by Herman there.
Yeah, good battle there, but no one's really covering him on the point. I would have liked to have seen that.
That could have been interference on Nahas, as he got pushed out of the way, couldn't check that player.
Herman picks it up behind the net now. Trying to bank it off the boards, off to Marconi, and they do. Down the ice it goes. Ice Raiders here on the counterattack. NT still trying to find their stride here. Nice regroup over to Panasopoulos. He puts it back in. Fraser going in hard. As is Bain. Bain and Fraser now battling back behind the wall. Bain picks up a loose puck. Nice job. Circles down low to Fraser. That was a good decision by Bain because no one in front could help him. In comes Griffiths come in to help. Puck squirts out. Nice check by Bain to keep this puck alive.
Great shift by this line, and they just got the icing.
Forcing Ice Raiders to ice the puck.
Excellent shift.
Great shift by this line. They got to come off now. Yeah. I don't like to see extended shifts after a long 30-second shift of hard pounding. I've never heard a cheer before. Let's go, NT, let's go. That's the first we've had.
Oh, short-lived. They only lasted 3 chants. Come on, girls.
We haven't been much of a chanting fan base, but the chants have come out here today. We got to win this game here because it's Harlow's 50th birthday today, Johnny Harlow, so happy birthday. And let's get this one for you, bud. Panasopoulos here, trying to pinch in deep on the puck. Chipped out. And nice play by him.
We call high stick.
Yeah.
That was more of a hand, but oh well. Another key to the game here, Bobby, I'm noticing it's going to be very, very important which team plays better along the wall. Wall play is going to be very important. Chips along the wall, nothing up the middle, grinding it down low, cycle play. And the referees are really zoning in on proper face-off.
I mean, these guys just came off. Is this the same crew that did the AAA game before us?
No, they did not. But this should be the standard in the playoffs.
Oliver was trying to get this puck out, just kind of chipped it into the corner. He's got a couple Ice Raiders down there battling. You're right, Johnny, a lot of wall play here today. Somebody's lost their stick. It's one of the Ice Raiders, I think, yeah? He's trying to grab one of our sticks. That's tiring there, having pinned up against the wall there for a long time. Efron trying to get an out.
That's a good battle by NT right there.
Yeah. A good battle win. You can't lose those battles, especially in your own end here. Alabon looking to regroup. Chip. A bit of a tough out here, boys. Now we're going to have the chance to get this puck out. Trying to find a pass turned over.
Offside.
Another turnover. NT's got to be a little more cautious here, trying to find easy outs, making it a little more complicated for themselves. Pittman's in down low now. He was getting harassed by the nice cross-ice pass, trying to find Milne. Milne's going to net all alone, and Suvalis kicks that puck out. But Milne didn't have any support there as his line mates were coming off for a change. Out comes Marconi with Markovic and Nahas. Nice shot by Marconi, turned around, is putting anything on net here.
I like that.
Just putting a little bit of pressure.
Must have touched the skate of the defenseman to wave that icing off.
Supposed to try to keep that in, just tipped off his skate. Here comes nice defensive play on our own end, picked up by Markovic. He takes the easy out down the ice, a little aggressive there, but as you see himself under pressure.
Little cat and mouse game going on right now as both teams don't want to make the first mistake to give the first goal, as it has been pivotal in this series other than game 3, Bobby.
We talked about, the team that makes the fewest mistakes is going to be the team that wins this game. So
I'm quite comfortable up here in the stands. We're sitting for the first time.
It's nice. We never sit.
Yeah.
I feel very leisure right now. No gin smash today. We're doing this game. Oh, the glove hands working today for Miles Cooper. He picks that one out of the air.
A goalie is confident when he's able to pick that through the air, through a couple of bodies, couple of sticks.
Draw to the right of Miles Cooper. He's had quite a few draws have been on our own end. And Ice Raiders control this draw again. Trying to find a cross-ice pass to the defenseman. Oh, that didn't miss by much, trying to find the far side. But when you miss, that's what happens. Puck comes right out of the zone, so it's important not to miss. NT trying to put some pressure. Cross-ice pass over to battle in the neutral zone here. So far, the Ice Raiders have won the neutral zone possession.
Yeah, and we've also lost a turnover game too, Bobby.
Yeah, and kind of another puck rimmed around the board that we can't keep out. Turnover. Well, that just came right out. We caught a break there, Johnny.
And Coach Milne is just incensed right now with the lack of proper decisions here in this game. We know Scarborough is deadly when they get you to turn over pucks. That's how they create their offense on the transition. So far, we've given them a lot of those today, starting off in this first period.
Alabon has to be hurried up back behind that. He's got under pressure. Clearly, the message has been from the Ice Raiders coaches to put pressure on the D, and that's what's happening here right now. Bristol putting some pressure here on the Ice Raiders D, making sure they move pucks quickly. Back to the point to Mulliver. He slaps it back in. Bristol back behind his own net.
No one in front.
And he had nobody to pass this puck to as he had two Ice Raiders on him. Puck drop to the point. Here comes shot. And that got tipped in front. Just missed wide.
Mulliver's got to keep skating there as he was ahead in that battle but lost.
And Sable trying to chip this off the boards. Kept in. Scarborough doing a nice job of keeping pucks in. Second chance here to get this puck out. Still kept in. Now extended time in our zone.
That's a hook.
Going to get this out. Here's Milne. Trying to find Sable. Sable had a beauty goal coming down, streaking down the left side against Suvalis for goal number 5. in game 4. Let's see if he's got some of the magic.
We're not moving hard enough in the offensive zone, Bobby.
Sable trying to dangle through the blue line. He gets burned. Quick turnover. Here comes Scarborough trying to get that puck through. Nice defensive play. Herman, cross ice pass to Nahas. Nahas dangled through to the net. Big save, Shumvalas. Off of Julian Nahas as he's bowling his way through the D. Back comes Heffron. Raposa trying to get a stick on him. Keeping the outside. Nice save, Miles Cooper.
What a save by Cooper, extending the leg out.
We got end-to-end action now here. Nahas with the rush. Then Heffron with the rush. And Cooper with the big kick-out save. He's dialed in.
He's caught a little flat-footed there. Some of our D were just sleeping there.
When 91 has the puck, you got to be on your horse. You got to be very aware. Draw control by NT, put to the net. Wow, Billy with a shot that made it through with a lot of traffic in front. And it was a big, fat, juicy rebound there. Nice defensive play in the neutral zone to break that up. Griffiths just chips it gingerly into the zone. Good weight on that puck.
Don't stop moving.
Nice work by Panasopoulos. Picked us up in the neutral zone. Just fanned on a little bit. I think he's trying a bit of a flick. Fraser comes in to help. He dumps it in deep.
Oh, all 5 are changing here.
We got lucky on that line change, boys. We got to change with a little more urgency. Good defensive play by Alabon. Chips it off the boards, finds Sable. Sable trying to find Milne. Sable still has possession of the puck, trying to put this to the net. That gets blocked. He takes a bit of a bump, no call.
That should have been a call there, Bobby.
Here come the Raiders. 2v2. And Miles Cooper with the trapper hangs on. It's probably made about 6 or 7. Nice glove save. 14.
It's already 14-5, the shots in favor of Scarborough.
That's a lot of
Seen
shots.
a little bit of
period.
life here. I'd like to just get through this first period down, just tied 0-0. Get a message from Coach Mike, settle the boys down a little bit. Face-offs are going to be critical in this game, Bobby.
And they're waving off players, and you cannot cheat. Nice easy out off the boards. Ice Raiders trying to do the same, rimming around. The player blew a tire there, gives an opportunity for us to pick up a puck. Trying to find a cross-ice pass to Milne. Shot. Oh, that misses the net. Back to Alabon on the point. He puts it in deep, looking for Bristol. Bristol trying to find his way into the slot. Shot. Shumvalas kicks it into the corner. Back to Alabon on the point. Oh, tipped. Trying to tip that puck in front, and down the ice it goes, yeah.
Good pressure by this line. As they just made it simple, getting pucks through from the defensive players at the point. Really good job in front, net front presence. A couple of tips there that just went wide.
The best amount of pressure we've had so far in this game. Hasn't been a lot. NT sort of just hanging on in this first, as you said, John. You want to get out of this first, not down. And that will be important, and Mike can regroup and re-energize the boys.
The netting there. We're going to do it all over again with the face-off to the right of Shumvalas.
Not a bad way to spend the Sunday afternoon, right?
I love it. Beautiful weather. It feels like playoff hockey outside.
It sure does. Puck rimmed around, kept in by Raposo. Just difficult to make plays on the backhander there. Intercepted by...
They try to cross ice.
Yeah, he did. Intercepted by Markovic. Trying to put it to the net. That got blocked. Back comes Scarborough. Good stick by Raposo there. Trying to step up here in this neutral zone.
Careful, Raposo. Careful, Raposo.
Charlie gets a second one.
What did you feed him, Bobby?
No penalty there.
Kid's an animal.
Oh, no, I thought it was a call here.
No, that was the linesman that had the arm up.
Oh, probably. That meant Shumvalas was starting to come out of the net. He was starting to come out of the net. He's already kind of halfway out of the zone here, thinking it was a penalty on Raposo. Here comes a breakaway for Scarborough. Nice save, Miles Cooper! Woo! And Cooper with another save. Did that hit the post?
Hit the post, Bobby. You saw that play developing as Panasopoulos was kind of the last man back, a little too casual. Puck squirted from the first defenseman, leaving Panasopoulos the last man guy, but he had 16 behind him. And Miles had to make not one but two grade A chances.
And Cooper has to make another save. Good work on Billy to box out 16. Can anybody see the name of 16? Can you see it, Darce?
Naparo?
Okay. We'll get the names. Trying to get the names of some of these players here. Puck rimmed out. Fraser trying to put a little bit of pressure there. And there goes the buzzer. First period, I would say, goes to the Ice Raiders significantly. NT just hanging on, but everybody getting a round of applause here.
Well, again, the whole story of the first period was that penalty in the first that basically just sucked out the momentum, and we were playing defensively for most of that period. But I kind of liked the way that we were kind of leading the charge there in that last half, last 2-3 minutes of the first period, where we had a couple of good chances, and we're really strong in the forecheck. So I think Coach Mike is just going to let them know, let's flush that out, let's come out with a better second, and just make it simple right now. But we got to be a little bit more assertive with our legs.
Johnny, have you noticed if 13 is on for Ice Raiders? He limped off the ice
last
game.
No, I checked with his mom today. Luckily, it was just a little bit of a scare there, but he's okay and good to go today.
Okay, that's good here. It's good that they're at their full strength. It looks like they got everybody here. Oh, we got some Kit Kats there. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Whew, I was feeling a little parched. Stomach growling a little bit. So Darcy with the original Kit Kats here, the old school ones, which is good. So NT needs a little bit of regrouping here. Only 6 shots in that first period. A bit of scramble. Bristol, Milne, and Sable to start with Alabon and Mulliver. Well, Alabon and Mulliver had a solid game so far, making good decisions. Swung around to Alabon. That was good. Alabon had a good look there. Got this puck out. Picked up by Sable. Thrown in deep. NT having to go strong on the forecheck here. Got to get on their horse. Here comes Scarborough. Over the line. Trying to force things to the net. Alabon gives him a little bit of a chop. And Sable picks up this loose puck. Trying to make a dangerous centering pass. Both players take a bump and a collision. Here comes Heffron. Trying to make his way through. Good work by defender there, keeping him to the outside. Mulliver picks up a loose puck now. And he just gets his puck gingerly into the neutral zone. Alabon swings it over to Mulliver. Mulliver is trying to find Milne. Milne puts it in as teams are going on a line change. Raposo trying to bump this puck down deep. That gets intercepted. Herman back to Raposo. Puck was a little bit hot. He's trying to find Nahas here. Pucks are jumping over our stick blades. Not too clean. Good back check there by Markovic to slow down the Ice Raiders rush. Puck shot in the slot. Miles Cooper comes out with the save and the smother. Ooh, I need a little bit of a Kit Kat, Johnny.
Just a little bit of breakdown there in the coverage as Scarborough was able to find a pass into the slot area. Miles Cooper saw the play developing, came out right to the top of the blue paint, cut down the angle, made a great save. And that's the third time Markovic has gotten kicked out of the circle dot. He's got to be careful. He's keyed in those face-offs for us.
Yeah, we need Markovic to stay in the game, but apparently the ref did not like his strategy on face-offs. Herman trying to get this puck in. That's kept in. Second chance effort. Nice work by Markovic. He dumps it and just goes into the NT bench as he was trying to put it off the boards and down deep. So it's exciting. GTHL playoffs as 3 series went to the distance.
That's right. The only team that has moved forward is Forest Hill, and now we're hearing that West Hill also went.
They sure did.
So the Hills
Both Hills have moved on.
moved on.
Panisopoulos on his forehand trying to find Harlow, has to hurry. Pittman doing a nice job keeping this puck in. We got to get this puck out. This now an extended rush into our own end here. Now we finally chip this puck out. Ice Raiders happy to slap this back in. Panisopoulos. Good smart decision there by Pano.
Are they going to call hit the bench?
I don't know what that call is. Look, did it go off to? Did it hit a glove on the bench or something like that? It did. It probably hit an Ice Raider glove on the bench.
I don't know. I'm going to think about that while I eat a Kit Kat.
Yeah. Calms you down back on the KitKat. It's very soothing. Fraser on the forecheck, forcing Ice Raiders to move pucks quickly. Harlow on the untimely pinch there leads to a scoring chance. Nice breakout. Here comes Fraser. Fraser trying to find
Bain.
a pass into Bain. That was just my dramatic pause, Johnny. Whoa! Beautiful chance for Fraser in front of the net. And Suvalis had to be quick on that one. Both goalies have been alert.
Watch the stretch pass, Bobby.
We got to watch out for this kid on the stretch pass. We're trying to find nice poke out there by
Alabon with a good stick.
They're going to spring that 16 here. Oh, tough pass. Just made it through. Bristol takes a hit as he was coming in. Alabon's got to hurry. He's got pressure. And Sable dumps it in. The second period's been a little more cautious for both teams here. And NT had a glorious chance for Fraser. Back to the point, Raposo with the shot. Wow, skies that one. I'd like to see him keep that a little bit lower, as you're not going to score from there. You just want to get pucks on net. Raposo doing a good job keeping that forward in front of him. Trying to loosen pucks. Back to board. Good stick by Milne on 13. NT finally with possession, trying to chip this puck out. They do. Smart play on the half wall there by Sable. Here comes Heffron. Raposo's got to be on him. Good stick. Nice back check, Markovic. Beauty. Raposo slowed him down just enough for Markovic to come in with the stick.
Well, nice wall play by Markovic as he just used his stick to get it to Nahas.
Nahas trying to go one-on-one against the defender, using his big body. Now Markovic comes in. Things have started to heat up here as NT's now starting to get their game back.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, no call.
Just got hauled down.
NT got dumped. No call there. You hear the Harlow trying to intercept that pass. Oh, and Miles Cooper has to smother.
No call on the dump there in front.
A lot of action here in front. Looks like no calls there.
Referees put away the whistle here as there's been tons of infractions by both sides that have not been called. Letting him play, I guess. Well, make sure that you keep that in the back of your mind in the third period.
It's getting
feisty. Oh, you gotta take one. I didn't see the arm up.
NT is gonna go on the power play. Here we go. A huge opportunity for NT as Mandarino is in the box serving two. We got Bristol, Sable, and Milne. Over to Molliver. Molliver's out there with Herman. And the Ice Raiders are able to get this puck out here. I don't know what happened there. We had possession and sort of like didn't. Molliver under pressure, swings around to Herman. Ehrman gets stripped of the puck. There's a shorthanded scoring chance on the backhand. Now NT just kind of throws that puck out. Milne gets dumped in neutral zone. Here comes 16, shot. Miles Cooper has to handle that, and Mulliver with the rebound. Here comes NT finally on the breakout. Trying to get things set up. Oh boy, big check along the board, no call. Tip, big rebound! Where's the puck? Oh, just dancing, kept in by Panasopoulos. He's put into the net. Milne now on the corner, back to Mulliver. Mulliver trying to finds Milne on the corner. Mulliver back to Mulliver.
Cycle down, go high, low to high.
Mulliver trying to find a lane to the net.
Turn and shoot.
Over to Milne. Milne, oh, puck was just bouncing there. Mulliver shot. Sumvalis has to make a blocker save, and out it goes.
Couple of glorious chances there. Sumvalis was scrambling, but went over 2 NT sticks as they were tied up, and then the third guy couldn't get there in time.
Sumvalis is a very technically steady goalie, and the key is to get him to scramble. If you can get him to scramble, make him move east-west, that's when we're getting chances. Nice win. Go over to Harlow. Harlow trying to find Panasopoulos. That just skipped over his stick. Panasopoulos trying to find the shot. That goes wide. Back to Harlow. Harlow to Panasopoulos. Panasopoulos got some room. Takes a shot. And Sumvalis with the save and the smother.
Harlow hesitated there for a minute there, getting the pass across to Panasopoulos. Almost got intercepted there. Got to be a little quicker. Nice shot by Panasopoulos. No rebound by Sumvalis, as there was numbers there to pounce on that rebound, Bobby.
It was a good shot. I'd like to see it a little bit lower so we can get the rebounds, but he was able to get this puck off. Oh, Ice Raiders be happy to kill as much time as possible.
That's a trip.
There.
He's going to call it. We're going to be 5-on-3 here for 10 seconds. Was that Billy that got tripped up? Because he sold it big time. Bain. Oh, he did the Bobby Orr across there as he felt the stick on his feet.
And DeLeo is going to be in the box. And NT with a huge chance to start this power play. 10 seconds left for 2-man advantage. Bristol on the draw. Winning this draw is going to be key. Nice. Sable trying to put it to the net, and he puts it right on Sumvalis. And Sumvalis with the smother. Sable just ran out of real estate here. Sable trying to get this draw under control. Nice work. Sable has it. Here comes
5-on-4. He's got to hurry.
Got to move fast. Yeah, that's it. 5-on-4 now. Back to the point. Harlow, he's got some. Oh, I thought he could have taken a shot to Panasopoulos.
Oh, he tried to go backdoor to Milne.
We weren't ready yet for that one. Harlow shot. Flutters through.
Oh, that went through, Bobby. Just missed.
Panasopoulos. Harlow's calling for it. Oh, Panasopoulos, a couple of whiffs at it. Uncharacteristic. NT cycling this puck now. Like Bristol trying to find someone. This line's been on a long time.
Oh, he tried to go across the Panasopoulos. It hit Milne.
Harlow, nice job keeping it in to Panasopoulos. Panasopoulos trying to find Sable. Whoa. And NT having to regroup in the neutral zone. Just over a minute left to go in this power play. They've got to be tired. They've been on for 3 minutes. Coach decided to keep this unit on here for this particular period of time here. They're getting gassed. Loose puck to Milne. That puck just jumped there.
Oh, fortuitous bounce off the glass.
A lot of tired bodies here. Harlow's trying to keep that in. He can't. Fires over to Panasopoulos. 38 seconds left to go in this power play.
Look.
Harlow just puts it on goal. And down the ice it goes. Fresh bodies coming on for North Toronto. 25 seconds left to go in this power play. Stretch pass over to Mulliver. I'm sure what Mulliver is doing way out there as a defenseman. NT collided into themselves. I think Markovic thought that there was a man offside, but I think he had a chance. Markovic now swings it around. Nice job by Ice Raiders to kill back-to-back penalties, and now teams at full strength. Pittman is trying to thread this puck here. He still has possession. Good.
Harlow's been on the ice for a long time. They got to get this deep, Bobby, for a change.
Need new bodies.
Still can't change.
NT now being a little too casual, getting pucks out here. And these guys have got to be gassed. They've been on for a while. You're right, John. And it's like no one wants to pick up that puck. Still kept in. Bain's got to fight for that. Now down the ice it goes. Yeah, that's the right move. Put it down. NT. Woo, Johnny, 0-0. 5 minutes, 12 seconds left in this second period.
The fans are watching an excellent game so far by both teams, as both teams have traded chances. I thought the second period so far has been a lot more balanced than the first.
Congratulations to my friend Derek Mitchell, who's one of the coaches on West Hill, for your win today. And I'm sure you guys are watching this game here on Top Tier Sports. And the winner of this series will play West Hill. So they're patiently waiting for this result. And Miles Cooper with the smother. That 16 gives our defender a little how you doing in front of the net.
Yeah, all good. Referee was right there.
It's all good.
Can't call that one if you haven't called the others.
No,
right?
that was nothing. That was just a little slap. Off the glass. Nice spinorama by Bristol. Sable goes in first. Trying to wait for some reinforcements. Puck gets squirted out. And out comes Scarborough. Over the line. Scarborough trying to set things up. Nice work by Herman, keeping him to the outside. Herman's been a steady influence on the D all series long. Back to the point. Got to get in this lane. There's a nice work by Sable to get there quickly. NT under a little bit of pressure here. Raposo takes his man into the boards. That gets chipped out. Pittman just keeps this in.
Someone at the point here.
He's good at keeping pucks in. Big fat rebound. And Sable now has to chip this puck out. Just not enough pressure on that one. And he finally gets his puck out.
Oh, that was close to being offside.
Back come the Raiders again. Hit the side of the net.
The net's off. That's a break right there.
I've definitely caught a break as the Ice Raider player trying to put the net back on.
The long change has been very difficult for us in this second period, as we've got caught twice there, not being able to get the puck down 200 feet so we can get a change. A couple of our players have been hemmed in for quite some time, Bobby, and we've been bending but haven't broken yet.
Draw deep in our zone. Important that we control this. And Heffron, first one in there, as we won the draw back, but the kid squirted loose. We failed to tie him up. Heffron back behind the net now. This is his spot. Trying to put pucks in front. That landed right on Nahas. Here comes Julian Nahas trying to streak down the right-hand side. Good defensive play there. Get in the way of the big boy. Markovic takes a shot. Big fat rebound! Oh! And Sumbalis comes out with the big save off of Marconi.
Hey! Another trip.
Another trip not called. This allows the Ice Raiders come down 4-on-2. And just got lucky there as it skipped over his stick as Markovic comes back. Wow, weak backhander. Can't get this puck out.
That puck was rolling. It was hard to corral that one. Luckily, Alabon was there as support.
Alabon with the easy out, but here come the Ice Raiders again on the counterattack. They've been really good at doing the counter. That just skips over the net here. Trying to put pucks off the glass. That hit one of our own players, and now we're sitting on it. And now, finally, we just squirt this puck out.
Away, ref. Fraser was gone.
Mulliver has some ice. Trying to find a stretch pass. That got intercepted in the neutral zone. That's a tough pass to make through bodies. Always is. Now we got to fight for it in the neutral zone. Ice Raiders just happy to get this puck down. Both teams are just sort of trying to put pucks in deep where they can. Alabon trying to pinch us off the boards. Bain can't quite win a battle. Here comes Bain. He's getting loose. Bain 1v1. Shot. Oh, nice save, Sumbalis.
Oh, Bain with the quick shot there. Sumbalis had to be quick with the kick.
He had to stretch for that one.
Oh, just seeing Bain pick up that puck and then gain speed within just like 2 meters, he's gone.
Bain has been in beast mode during the playoffs. It's nice to see.
He had a slow start this season, but he's definitely picked it up. He's become a key member of this offense.
Everybody's set on this draw. Draw kept into the feet. Kick down low behind the net. Milne goes in first. Finds.
Oh, that just
Sable,
missed.
Sable trying to turn around, get it upstairs over Sumvalis. You got to watch out for 16. He likes to spring himself loose and get behind the defenders. Here comes Milne, trying to find Sable. Sable chips it into the corner. Milne picks up a loose puck back behind the net. Both teams being very, very cautious here. Good defensive play there. Very nice defensive play by Billy, forcing the player. He did not bite.
It has been a tight hockey game so far, Bobby.
Tighter than what, Johnny?
A Portuguese wallet, buddy.
It's now the Portuguese wallet is tight. All right. Johnny, you paid up this weekend with the food. You lost the bet. And,
I lost the bet. I was happy to oblige and treat you to
Hunter's.
a Hunter's breakfast brunch.
Boy, you know what? I ate so much breakfast that day. It was I didn't have to eat any lunch, so it was super nice.
Nahas was almost sprung there.
Yeah, Nahas almost been sprung a couple of times here. Herman going back down. 1 minute to go left in this second period. And Herman was trying to put that over the trying to put that off the glass, and it scooted over.
This game's so tight right now. You're just wondering, like, I mean, you got your game breakers on both Scarborough and on NT. You're just thinking that someone that usually doesn't end on the score sheet, like your depth and your supporting players, maybe if they can step up and bang one in.
Could be. You might see one coming from an unusual suspect. And it's going to be whoever makes the mistake, Johnny. Every team's playing not to make mistakes right now. So whoever makes that mistake is going to cause the turnovers and potentially a goal. So the game is not for lacking excitement, that's for sure. Both teams have had chances. Don't let if you're just joining us here, the Ice Raiders had a very dominant first period off of an early NT penalty where they got a lot of their shots. But after that, we seem to have settled in.
Yeah, Scarborough's still heavily favored in the shot department, 27-16. But it's been a goaltending duel.
Both goalies are dialed in. Sumvalis has to make a couple of beauty saves just recently here. NT trying to chip this puck in. That's kept in. Players are falling all over the place now on top of pucks. Raiders trying to set things up behind the net. That's where Heffron likes to set it up. Picked up by Herman. Herman just loops it in, trying to find a skating Milne. That's a nice loop out nice play out by Herman. Ice Raiders, here they come. 2v2. Shot, that hit a leg, tipped into the corner. 2 seconds left to go. And looks like we're going into the intermission tied at 0 in a defensive battle, the opposite of what we saw in Game 4.
Well, we knew this was going to be a game, and the boys on both teams have not disappointed. Even though the score is 0-0, there's been tons of action, tons of chances on both sides.
I'm nervous, Johnny. I got to pee.
Well, you got 10 minutes, buddy. Go do your thing. We'll be right back.
We'll be back in 10. here we go, Johnny. About to start this third period. Yeah, Mike's wrong, yeah.
Well, whatever, if you were to tell me it would be in the third period, tied 0-0 against the best team in the province, best team in our division, in Game 5, do or die, I would take it, Bobby. And I think that was the message in the dressing room. So let's go and get it, have fun, play a little loose, and take it to them right now.
That's what I would say. I think they came out a little, I think they had a moment saying, holy crap, we can win this, to come out of the first. And now it's like, you're right, Johnny, weren't expected to be here. Nobody thought we could be here. But we are here. And now let's see what happens here. Third period, buckle up. It's going to be a good one. I am so glad you can join us here on a Sunday afternoon. No better place to be. Starting this third period, 0-0. Both teams taking a cautious approach in that second period, as no one wants to be the first one to make that mistake. I'm sure that's the message for both coaches. We got to get up on our horse. Here we go. Sometimes we're a little too casual chasing pucks down in our own end. I'm not sure why. It's not the first time. Oh, turnover in the neutral zone, or just inside our blue line, actually. Quick start here by the Ice Raiders so far, capitalizing on a couple of NT kind of misplays. It seems after we ever get the fresh ice, it's always a problem. That puck was squirting in front of the net here. NT trying to get this puck out, and they finally do chip it into their own boards. And HT is going to get some fresh legs out here. Does it seem to be a theme at the start of the third period with this fresh ice, Johnny? I don't know, like pucks don't seem to glide for us or something, but...
Yeah, I think they're anticipating the puck to stop or not glide really well, and they're a little bit hesitant in moving their feet to it and just make your passes and go through that puck.
Back come the Ice Raiders. Good back check. Markovic all over that kid. Alabon is trying to get this puck out. He does. Just puts it into the neutral zone. It's going to be an icing call.
So a little bit of a slow start here. Scarborough continues to pick up turnovers in the neutral zone and pounding him back down. Got to make sure we get that red line, Bobby, and force them to make the mistakes in their own end.
Draw to the left of Miles Cooper. He's been red hot here today. He's the reason why this game is still tied at zeros. There's no doubt. Good stick by Markovic here on 16. Here come NT. Markovic trying to get this thing in deep. Bumps into his man. Marconi comes in to help. Nahas comes in to help. Julian Nahas picks up the puck back behind the net. Markovic on the half wall swings it back down low. This is going to be, the work ethic of this line has to be like that. Back comes Scarborough. Over the line. Trying to find a lane to the net. Kid slip. Nice save. Miles Cooper on the back door. That's a huge save, Coop, as he kicked out the right leg. That's a beauty pass to the back door. Made it through. And like I said, he's the reason why this game is still 0-0. Mulliver has a little bit of pressure. Nice work there. Puck just squirts out, and NT having to throw away some pucks here, having to regroup. Fraser putting pressure on the half wall. Nice job. Big fat rebound. Nahas just make that Boehner was trying to get there. He's tied up by the defenseman. Nice job by the Ice Raiders.
That puck slowed as it got kicked out, so there is some water there, Bobby.
The water's always been a problem for us. You just don't know how that puck's going to travel. It takes a few minutes for it to get all dry. Man, if somebody can create a Zamboni, I wouldn't do that. Here comes Scarborough out on the rush. This kid trying to find his way through. Nice work by Bain. I think we're going to get a penalty here. Whoa, both players are tied up. Both players slid all the way down the ice. What's the call here?
Looks like the Ice Raiders going.
Yeah, 11 for hooking. Or cross-checking.
For a cross-check.
The Ice Raiders fans are not happy with that one, but he took us down.
Well, big opportunity here for NT as they're going on a power play for 2 minutes early in the third period.
NT's on the power play. Here we go. Big opportunity here for us. It's our third power play of the game. NT looking to set things up. One pucks to the net. Sumvalis had to make a save there. Cross ice pass to Molliver. Molliver puts it on the net. That misses.
Oh, he just got a glove there, Sumvalis.
Sumvalis had a piece of that one. Back to Bristol on the wrong side of him. He had to regroup there. Back to Molliver. Molliver trying to find some ice. Take shot just off the crossbar. Just off the top of the crossbar there. Milne circling down. Over to Tate. Trade to find Molliver. A little bit hot with the pass there. Back to Tate. Bristol on the line. Shot.
Oh, that's
Sumvalis got a piece of that one. The post too. 2 posts here so far in this power play. Bristol again another shot, and that goes over the net. Was it tipped, Johnny?
Yeah, it was tipped.
Yeah. 2 posts. We got a crossbar, grazed the top of the crossbar, and grazed the post.
Looks like Mike's going to stay with this line here, because they've had probably the best looks on the power play all game.
I like it, and I don't sometimes, because sometimes 2 minutes is a long time to play. And Bristol gets kicked out. Milne's going to come in and take the draw.
So Sable just encroached there. That's why he got kicked out of that draw.
Ice Raiders trying to slap this puck out. They do. This is when being on for a long time tires you out. Now you got to battle down low in your own end here. Molliver trying to find Panasopoulos. They ran into each other there. Here comes Bristol. Bristol's going to take some ice. Finds Sable. NT struggling just to get inside the line here.
I get a change now here on the penalty
I would for sure.
Power play.
These guys are tired, man. Like I said, I'm not a fan of having 2-minute power plays or 2-minute shifts because, like I said, now they're gassed. And this is the result of being gassed. Short-handed, there it is! Wow, short-handed, huge play as NT just ran out of steam.
Well, you knew that was going to happen from a mistake, Bobby. And that's Panasopoulos just not making the right decision. He couldn't get the right pass. It was a weak shot to the winger over there, and he couldn't handle it. He came across there. He came across there in a sprawled Miles Cooper. Outstretched, got it over the pad, and 1-0 Scarborough.
Well, with 10 minutes left to go in this third period, you know you're not going to win any games for guys scoring 0 goals, so it's going to have to be quite an effort here. NT still on the power play, just 10 seconds left to go. Team's at full strength now. NT's going to have to dig deep as scoring
Got
chances.
a penalty here. I think it's Markovic that's going to go. Marconi.
So Marconi's going to take 2 for cross-checking.
It's gone from bad to worse here for NT as down 1-0. You take an offensive zone penalty. And the referee's going to go over to talk to the coach of the Scarborough team. I don't know exactly what about. But oh boy. Going back to that goal again, you know, Billy had some time to either rim it, and he tried to go back, kind of fumbled it. Was trying to look for his winger there, but you got to be a little bit more assertive on that, as he's probably kicking himself right now in the bench.
Well, like I said, John, you got to score more than one to win, to get a result in a game. So NT's now going to have to kill the penalty. They've been doing that pretty well this series here, but you never want to give the Ice Raiders any kind of momentum. stretch pass. Harlow is going to have to be quick. Wow. Tough pass, and Miles Cooper has to recover as Harlow went straight up the gut there. I'd like to see a change here. They've been on for 30 seconds. I'd like to see a change on the defensive pairing, as now they could get pinned here for another minute. There we go, down the ice it goes. Fraser, nice work by Fraser, Chow.
It's just this side of the net there. You tried to tuck it in short side.
Nice job by Fraser here on the penalty kill, trying to cause a commotion and kill some time at the same time. Back comes Scarborough, trying to set things up. Harlow gives him a little bit of a bump. He's trying to get in. Good stick there. Oh, I thought Fraser might have had an opportunity to get that bouncing puck out. Back to the point. Raiders trying to set things up. They know for sure if they can get a goal here, that would be gigantic, as goals have been a premium here so far. Battle along the boards here. 38 seconds left to go in the Ice Raiders power play. Ice Raiders, they pick up the loose puck, trying to center across, but we were there. There we go. Now it's time for the NT to get some new bodies out there. Good job keeping this puck down on the ice. 17 seconds left to go in the Ice Raiders power play. Markovic putting a little bit of pressure.
Good step up by Raposo there. As the puck is just sitting there in the neutral zone.
Marconi about to jump on the ice. Teams it now full strength. Pittman going in down low. He's trying to circle. This is a rushing defender, that's for sure. Likes to play a lot of offense. Oh, wow. Puck shot into the neutral zone, into the slot area, and Heffron just fanned on that one. Herman having to retreat. He swings it around. Nice job by the Ice Raiders forward to keep this puck in. Back to the point. Shot. That goes wide. Here comes Heffron trying to charge and force pucks to the net.
That's a penalty for sure. I think it was Markovic came in and just labeled Scarborough.
So back-to-back penalties. That was a good penalty though, Johnny. He was trying to find his way to the net here.
He was trying to go inside, and Markovic just came across there and just labeled him.
But you don't like to lose Markovic, one of our penalty killers.
Still lots of time here, but this is a huge kill for us.
Absolutely gigantic kill. Bristol lining up for the draw. Ref takes a long time to drop the puck.
That could throw off the rhythm of a centerman.
Man, I don't know what he's doing, having a conversation with the centerman or something, but let's go. Ice Raiders back-to-back power plays here. NT had the same thing in the second period, couldn't capitalize. Let's see if we can keep him off the score sheet here. Back to the point, cycling back down low. Ice Raiders, that's the play they're looking for, trying to get a cross ice pass to the back door. Wow, fanned on it. As he got to the back door, shot in the slot, here shot. Nice work by NT to get in the middle of this. Puck's bouncing everywhere. As Ice Raiders trying to collapse the box. We got the back door there, nice intercept there. Good work by Fraser. Can he be first to the puck? Out comes Sumvalis to play this. Good heads-up play by Sumvalis. As Fraser was trying to put a little bit of heat on him. Back come the Raiders. Dumped in by 16. Trying to swing this puck off the glass, kept in. This got to go hard out, Alabon, if you can. Alabon trying to find an out, still kept in. Robbie has another chance at it. Can he get it off the glass? That took a funny bounce. Now Boehner here has to be first to get this out. He skates over it. Turnover. 2-on-1 down low. Shot. Nice save, Miles Cooper. Bouncing puck. And Coop has to hang on to it.
What a save by Miles Cooper at the last second as the puck was just bouncing in front. Scarborough picks it up. Cooper didn't know where it was. He just basically went from post to post and made a tremendous save as that puck was going in. It could have been 2-0, Bobby, and that would have been disastrous.
Wow, Coop has been solid for us here today. 5:21 left to go in this third period. 5:21 left to go in the NT life. You need to first kill this power play and then figure out the plan for the remainder of the game here. 11 seconds left to go. Last chance here on the back door. Cross-ice pass on the back door, and the Ice Raiders score on the power play.
Yeah, just a missed opportunity there, missed assignment there, back door. Raposa's been playing tremendous hockey throughout this game, Bobby, rubbing out guys along the boards, just playing beast mode. But just that half second there of not doing that shoulder check allowed Scarborough to come down low, back door.
Wow.
And 2-0 now with 5:05 to go. It's a huge, huge, huge hill to climb.
The hill is steep.
Let's see what happens here.
Let's see what we can do. We banked 6 yesterday. We need to be full on offense right now, as NT needs to figure this out. Let's see if we have any magic left in the box. Here, just under 5 miles to go in the NT in this third period here in Game 5. Turnover in the zone. And Miles Cooper has to stretch out and make that save.
Scarborough is very content right now just to basically throw pucks back into the NT zone and just work that cycle game and close up that wall. This is their game right now. They're very comfortable in this position here, Bobby, being up 2-0. And NT in that last sequence just running around a little bit too much.
And the coach called a timeout here? Mike did, yeah. That's the right move with 4:25 left to go. And see what your game plan's gonna be.
Well, it just gives an opportunity to settle everybody down and gives a couple of pointers there to the boys of what is being seen from the bench. And hopefully we can correct this. But the last couple of minutes there, Bobby, it's been all in our end. So again, we just got to get pucks in deep and go to work. Something that we've been talking about on repeat for the last little while here. Scarborough's got to find something inside them right now to basically come back with 4:25 to go in the third, down 2-0.
We're gonna have to dig deep now, boys. Mike has given the instructions. The Ice Raiders coach has given his instructions. 4:25 left in this third period, and potentially 4:25 left in the season of North Toronto. They can't muster things up here. Draw control by the Raiders. Shot, save Miles Cooper. We're gonna have to put 2 men on every puck now to turn over these pucks. And like I said, Raiders just happy to keep these pucks down low. Herman, he chips it out down the ice. Gonna be icing call?
No, he's gonna wave it.
No, it's gonna be waved. Here we go. Bristol on full speed. Picked up by Milne on the half wall, trying to find a cross pass there. I like the idea of it a lot. Now we finally get a face-off deep in the Ice Raider zone.
I don't know if it went off our player or Scarborough. We'll see here what the call is by the linesman. Hard to tell from up here, but yeah, it's going to stay deep.
We haven't had too many draws in their end. We got Sable, Milne, and Bristol out there with Harlow and Panasopoulos. Harlow trying to keep it in. Nice job by Harlow, keeps this puck in. Good battle, but forcing Ice Raiders to turn over puck in the neutral zone. Here comes Panasopoulos over the line. Puts it to the net. I like that. Sable with the rebound. Trying to catch Simvalis off guard there. And he wasn't having any of that. But loose puck over to Sable. Shot. And Simvalis with the big glove save. As Sable found himself all alone in the middle of the circle.
Yeah, not a lot of bodies in front of the net. Simvalis had so much time to look for that. Cut down the angle. Made a good save with the glove.
Markovic, Fraser, Boehner out there now. Back to Herman. You'll see a lot of defensemen doing deep pinches. It's a time to pull out everything you got. Leave it all on the ice. Raposa trying to do the same. Good cover up by Markovic. There's a hand pass.
Hand pass. The faceoff's going to probably come in the defensive zone now.
The hand pass was up there, Johnny, no?
Hand pass, but it's where we touched it. Did we touch it in the D zone or neutral? Okay, they're going to say neutral. Coaches on Scarborough arguing.
Draw one cleanly back to Herman, but it was a little hot. Herman bounces off the glass. You're probably going to see the Ice Raiders do the same thing. Pittman's going to put it off the glass. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that here now. As the messaging from the coach is going to be everything deep. And gladly taking these battles and scrums along the boards. Under 3 minutes left to go in this third period. Raposo has to hurry up to get this back. He's being harassed by Heffron. Swings it around. What happened there now? We got a whistle for what?
I couldn't tell. There's a large contingent of players there by the glass.
We'll keep an eye out for Miles Cooper. He probably will come out a little earlier than normal, knowing that NT's got to get 2. Kept in by the Ice Raiders. That squirts out. NT dumps it in. You're hearing screaming.
Net's empty right now. Miles Cooper's out of the net. We're going 6 right now, Bobby.
NT with the extra attacker. Kept into the blue line by Bristol. Bristol puts it to the net. Sumvalis hangs on to it. 2:14 left to go in the third period.
Crucial draw here to try to win this back and try to get a point shot. Everything to the net right here, Bobby.
You got a couple guys that can take a draw should Bristol get waved out. He wins the draw. Back over to Molliver. To Panosopoulos. In the middle of the slot. Shot. Where's it? Oh, just missed. That hit the goalpost. NT hits a goalpost late in this game. Sable. He's got a lane. He puts it to the net. Sumvalis makes the save. That jumps out. Down the ice it goes. No icing. NT's going to have to hurry up to get this one as it tipped off probably an NT player. Puck loose in front of the net. Where is it? And Ice Raiders ice it up here. Put the puck in on the empty net.
Wow, that surely probably punches the ticket for Scarborough to go to the second round.
It was that key play where there was no icing call, and we were trying to keep that puck in, and went off and deflected one of our players, and the linesman waved it off.
Listen, no sulking here. Boys have played a tremendous game right now. Again, if by some miracle we can pot 3 in a minute 45, but Scarborough just so tough defensively. That was the insurance goal that they probably needed to seal the deal here. We'll see.
And the score is not indicative of the game, that's for sure. What a game, what a fight North Toronto's put in not only in this game, but in this series. Putting the scare into the Ice Raiders, that's for sure. And really, up until the third period, it was right there for the taking. Here comes Sable, trying to cross ice. He does. Sable to the net, trying to find a lane, but Ice Raiders all over him. Back comes Scarborough. To the net, Scarborough, nice save, Miles. Oh, another one goes in.
And the floodgates have opened, Bobby. And some taunting happening here by Scarborough.
You know, when you're down by 3, you're going to take chances, right? So you're either going to score or you're going to let in some goals. So that's...
I feel bad for the boys at this point right now. Obviously, a 4-0 score is not indicative to how this game and how this series has gone. The boys have fought really hard. They should be proud of their efforts as they basically turned it around, Bobby, and made this season exciting here once again for us. Can't say enough of how proud I am to be associated with the group of players and parents on North Toronto. Great group of kids, get along, no beefs, always positive, and on and off the ice.
And there's a lot to build on here, Johnny. You know,
A lot to build on here. You know, there's going to be players that are not going to want to play hockey next year. There's obviously going to be changes. But the fact that these boys are such good kids and led by Mike Milne, couldn't be prouder.
And full marks to Scarborough. You know, they're top team in the province for a reason.
Yeah, they're the champs. They're the champs for a reason.
They came to play here today, as did we. Like I said, 4-0 is not what the score is indicative of. The refs has called the game now.
Listen, Scarborough, say what you will, they have a lot of respect for us.
They haven't called the game yet. They didn't let the 10. I thought they were going to do a 10-second runoff here.
They were feeling nervous going into this one, Bobby. They did not expect us to come back.
And like I say, we went into this game, into the third period, 0-0, so it was right there. It was just right there, and it just wasn't meant to be. Unfortunately, the season comes to an end tonight.
Full marks also to Miles Cooper for
what a game
standing on his head.
Had.
He had the game of his life today. And Scarborough is going to go on to the second round to face West Hill. And unfortunately for NT, that's all she wrote, Bobby.
And a standing ovation here for NT. What an effort. What a series. Should very much be proud to be part of this here. NT's got nothing to be upset about here. Obviously, you want to win the game, and that's upsetting. But in terms of the effort here, so now we'll have the handshake, which is only in hockey, I think, Johnny, they do this. I don't think this is in any other sport.
No, Bobby, they don't.
And
that's why this sport's so great. You battle hard, you let it all on the line, and at the end, you can still have respect for one another and do a handshake.
Yeah.
I want to thank you, buddy. We had a great season. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it again next year.
A lot of fun working with Johnny Letters. And it just wasn't meant to be here today.
Well, Bobby,
wish the Ice Raiders all the best as the playoffs continue on against West Hill. That'll be a tough series for sure.
Darce, it's a pleasure, bud. Any final thoughts?
Listen, it was not the season we had planned, but I'm proud of the boys, the way we ended the season. We played hard, and we took the #1 team in the province to effectively the final game of the series. They showed up, they played hard, and that's all you can ask for from the boys.
Yeah, no one could say that they beat Scarborough twice in a row, and we can honestly say that.
And barring one period, we're right there.
Yeah, and tied them 2 in regular season as well.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 2 teams that beat Scarborough in the G all year, and we're one of them, and we beat them twice.
That's right. So don't hang your heads up. Congratulations to Scarborough, to their parents group. Very nice group, very respectful. Bobby, take it away.
All right, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here for Johnny Letters, Bobby Flex, original KitKat Kid, and Luke. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here all season long.
Oh, yeah, big shout out to Luke.
Of course, Luke on the camera. Thank you
He's
for being
hired.
And for our fans.
We got to find one, maybe.
We'll have to get one for Luke. We'll see you next time on Top Tier Sports. Bye!